Greetings, everybody. Happy Tuesday night, closing in on New Year's Eve. This is New Year's Eve. Joel Rome behind the microphone. Just a very quick whip around reaction to the Week 17 game, starting off, of course, Thursday. Cowboys and Commanders, just best game of Christmas. Slam and Pickens were invisible. And Devontae Turpin was the surprise fantasy sexiness as well as Bill having himself a game. Then you had the middle one where just the Lions didn't want to show up. Of course, Cowboys won the first one 30-23. Then the Lions just didn't want to show up, and Lions just got a crappy schedule if you think about it. They have to play on Turkey Day and Christmas Day, and just how do you lose when Brosmer threw a net 3 yards? Net 3 yards. All those freaking turnovers. Just Jameer Gibbs, Chamo, Sun God getting hurt again. Jared Goff having an absolutely horrid day. And I think that the billboard somebody put up in Detroit saying robbed after that Steelers game, I think you can take it down now. I mean, Lions just looked like they did not want to be there. And then finally, the final game of the Christmas triumvirate that was absolutely god awful. Broncos and Chiefs. The key things about this game was just how to pronounce the last game. The Chiefs quarterback. You didn't have Rashid Rice. He was put on IR. And yeah, Broncos. Just 20-13. Somehow they won, and this one was just. Eh. Then we go to the Sunday games, Texans and Chargers. Of course, Texans beating the Chargers, actually Saturday games, the Saturday games, not the Sunday games, since we had a doubleheader, because it's that time of year. But yeah, Chargers lose just in the worst way possible with an illegal contact that sealed the game just as the Chargers were solely getting their game on late in the second half. Brutal for Justin Herbert. Omari Hampton, I know, had a TD. But yeah, that just absolutely sucked. The suckiest suck for the Chargers when Texans sprung their trap card. Illegal contact. Now, with this trap on the field, the duel is mine. Yeah, the Texans. So, yeah, then of course, how do you describe that Ravens and Packers game? 41-24, and of course the Texans won 20-16, 41-24. Just best way is with a song lyric. Yes, I'm gonna do a little singing. Packers got run over by the Ravens. Coming home on the way on Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Derrick Henry, but everyone watching Tom Grossi, we believe, and yeah, that pretty much summed up that game. Harbaugh finally figured out, no, if I give it to Derrick Henry, we can win. Three. Then we go, of course, to the Sunday game, Seahawks and the Panthers. Seahawks helped the Bucks, but unfortunately, it may not have been for any kind of good at all. It's just, 27-10. Bucks got more help, but once again, they needed the help. Like, but yeah, Seahawks back to being the Seahawks. Panthers got a little bit humbled. That makes them dangerous, I think, for this week. Yeah, then of course you had the Bengals absolutely running over the Cardinals, just steamrolling them 37-14. Bengals rolling, and Burrow just had so much fun and he had so much time on his hands, and he actually had a waffle during the game. Watch the clip. He has a waffle, and his linemen are telling him, "Yeah, you still have some crumbs there. Still have some crumbs." Oh, okay, and who doesn't love a good waffle? And who's not waffling right now? That's the Bengals. They're just one of those crazy teams. They're out of it. They have no chance to get in the playoffs or win that division, and they're just coming together as a unit. Just imagine if Burrow didn't get injured, how dangerous a team they could have been this year. Steelers and the Browns. Well, Garrett didn't get the sack record, so good job on that, Rodgers. But yeah, the Steelers end up losing a crappy, yucky game. Now it's all or nothing at all for the division against the Ravens. And unlike the Bucks and the Panthers, Week 18, this is a true all or nothing at all. After I get done with all the recaps, I'll briefly go over on why that is. Why isn't it an all or nothing at all game for the Bucks and the Panthers? Jaguars and the Colts. It was fun while it lasted. Thanks, Grandpa Rivers, for an interesting end to a very memorable season. But Colts go down 23-17. How about those Jaguars? 12-4. Liam Cohen doing work up there in Duval. However, he said it. He's getting the job done. Colts, just such an incredible season. Went to disappointment so very fast as now they're at 500. Remember the day when you had Indiana Jones, and then Bucks and Dolphins. Dolphins win 20-17. Bucks try to come back late. Mike Evans trying to help out, got it in the end zone. Bucks tried the onside kick. Dolphins got it. Didn't matter, and I just don't know what to say about the Bucks anymore. I mean, how do you go from that early start where all of a sudden people were talking about the Bucks in the Super Bowl to now they might not even get in the flipping playoffs and it's all on them. And this is a good time as any just to insert why Week 18 isn't going to be an all or nothing at all because of what happened the Monday game that we'll get to. Yeah, if the Falcons can beat the Saints, even if the Bucks win that game against the Panthers, because of the tiebreaker, still get into the playoffs. So that's crazy. So the Bucks have to win, and the Falcons have to lose in order for the Bucks to get into playoffs. Absolute crazy. It's never easy for the Bucks. It's never just hey, here's Week 18. Let's kick back. Let's put our feet up. Let's take it easy. We got this. Nah, it's never flipping easy for the Bucks. It just isn't. And then they lose the Dolphins, and it's not even 2-1. Patriots and the Jets. Yeah, I think the Patriots just scored again. I think there's an aftershock. I mean that was ugly. That was ugly. And then we have all this Stafford Drake May talk. I still think it should be Stafford, even with a little bit of a dip that the Rams have had. Still, you look at the schedules, you look at the opponents, you look at who they have actually faced, and you understand that is Stafford. Even with his two recent games, it's still Stafford. Drake May is looking good, but who have they beaten? Schedules, it's Stafford. Sorry, I know you have some people out there that will say it's May, it's May. Damn it, it's Stafford. It should be based on a whole season work. But yeah, then you have the Saints against the Titans. Does the Saints just do it again? Huh? Yep, even crazier that the 6 and 10 Saints team have the NFC South destiny in their hands come Sunday, and they're eliminated. And you can't make this crap up. This is a team last place, and they have the chance to decide who gets into the playoffs. This is freaking nuts. Giants, Raiders, Giants can't even tank right. But at least the Raiders did something right by getting the tank off successfully after pissing Max Crosby off this week, right? You saw the whole thing where he's shooting the hoops and doing this and doing that. Okay. And Eagles and the Bills go, yeah, ugh, what a game. 13-12. Good. Bleh. Eagles won. Why did the Bills go for two? And main question, how much Josh Allen will we see with that foot issue this week? Bears and 49ers. Finally, at least you're having some prime time games that live up to the prime time hype. Nice finish to the day. Sorry, somebody had to win that, lose that game, but just prime time once again, living up to his name as just and why Purdy definitely was the better of the two quarterbacks because huge credit to Caleb Williams. What an incredible year. Ben Johnson definitely has to be up there for one of the coaches of the year. I know people are talking Vrabel. Kyle Shanahan definitely because of the 49ers and all their flipping injuries, and somehow they're still here and in this conversation and in the playoffs and in a decent seed that you're going. How, with all those injuries, with who they lost, Bosa, Warner, everybody else, the alternating quarterbacks. Then you had Purdy throw the pick six, and then just next possession without missing a flippin' beat. Boom! Touchdown. That's a cornerback who has ice in their veins and is dangerous. Don't be surprised if you see. Don't be surprised if the 49ers are not in the Super Bowl. That's easy for me to say. Don't be surprised. This could be their unexpected window. All this window about the Bills window. You've got the 49ers window. And then the game. The cray game. Rams and the Falcons. The Falcons didn't falcon this up. And somehow 27-24 just because the Rams ran out of time. Literally. Falcons didn't screw this up. The Rams definitely played down to their competition again. But still, I don't think these last two games all of a sudden invalidate Stafford's incredible year that he has had. Strength of schedule, who he has beaten, and who the Rams have gone up against. Drake May has had an amazing year. There's no question in my mind. He has had an amazing year, amazing turnaround for that franchise. But the Rams and Matthew Stafford have had the better overall work. All right, and my final thought. My final thought is just as you thought going into today. Well, I guess the curse wheel has been tamed, right? I mean, I know somebody could say, well, if somebody goes to IR, doesn't that mean that the curse wheel is in effect? But you're looking for something that's holy crap. Well, we had the holy crap today because the curse wheel that spun and landed on the Patriots. I don't think this is spoilers as well. Almost a week after we should be getting ready for the new rankings out by That's Good Sports, and then the news broke today out of nowhere. Stefon Diggs is in legal trouble, how shall we say. And one of the charges is felony. One of the charges is felony, and you read the description of that charge, and you're like, holy crap, oh my god. As just you read what happened, and you're just like, this is going to be a major suspension. We aren't talking Rashid Rice or bigger. Rashid Rice, 6 games. You saw what that did to the Chiefs. At least, when you read what happened, you're like, oh my god, holy neat when you read what happened. So yeah, at least 6 games is the starting point, I think, once everything settles down. I don't think anything's going to happen with the playoffs. Everything's going to wait until after the season is done. That's usually the modus operandi. Wait until after the season is done. People are on to basketball and hockey and counting down to March Madness and the Masters and yabba yabba. And that's when, in that window, I have a feeling, or maybe after, because we saw how long it took to get everything settled for Rashid Rice, I think this will be a little bit swifter. I think it will be. And I think 6 games is the minimum baseline. And you read what happened, I think it's going to be more, far more than 6 games. So, yeah, we'll have to see how that affects the Patriots, how deep Patriots go, and what precautions they are going to undertake. They realize that they may not have the services of one Stefon Diggs for a decent chunk of the season in 2026 as these allegations and everything come to light. And the more you read into this, and your mouth drops, and you're like, hey, and I saw somebody comment that he's turning into another AB, and I'm like, yeah, that's not a good comparison. And yeah, curse wheel, whoo boy, struck today. Stefon Diggs, and you don't know what I'm talking about because you're under a rack. Just just do a Google. Do a Google, and you'll be like, okay. Or go to any site like ESPN or VSiN, and it'll just be like, oh, okay. Yahoo Sports. You're like, oh, Stephon Diggs, yeah. But yeah, Curse wheel alive and well, unfortunately. But yep, Stephon Diggs, oh boy, some a lot of stuff happening there. But I think at least 6 games, at least the baseline, everything that I'm reading. Boy, I know, Will Justice, but still. That's it for me. Just wanted to do a quick podcast, do a whip around, looking to do a joint one with Flying on Thursday. This one's going to probably be a compacted one where we do recaps and the picks just because of the holiday schedule and, went from ho 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 to last week to this week and all that. But yeah, so that's it for me and JV. Hope you are staying warm as the chill for Florida, and it's not as bad as up north, but for down here, it's like the day after tomorrow. It's like, oh my god, it's cold. But yeah, talk to you tomorrow if anything happens. If not, save it all for Thursday and stay safe. And if I don't see you before the Happy New Year, have a fantastic, happy, and mostly important, safe New Year. And I'm Joel Verlin.